Hi, this is Eric Juarez. I am a cancer survivor since 2011 with melanoma lymphoma. My videos are going over about what I've been through so I can help someone else going through their issues with cancer. What I wanted to go over today was when I got the cancer, what I found out about it, and what my emotions were, and what I dealt with my family, what they had to deal with in the beginning of the process. Because the beginning of the process of learning that you just got cancer and what has to be done and what you're expecting is a very long process. Because one of the big things I believe is being positive about having cancer. And that may be an oxymoron to some people about being positive about having cancer, but one of the big things that I learned personally is that having cancer can be very negative, and it doesn't do you any good at all being negative about having cancer. And also controlling your environment around you, the people that are around you, and how they feel about cancer and what's their idea. So today I want to go over about how to control those emotions, how I controlled them myself, and what happened, what the steps were when I found out that I had cancer. And I hope that you would see my previous video on my channel, The Cancer Connection. And I want to welcome you to my channel and thank you for visiting. And if it's possible, if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe down below and get the notifications. I'm trying to put up 3 videos a week when it's possible. So in the beginning in 2011, when I found out that I had cancer in November, it was pretty hard because what happened, I was told the day before Thanksgiving, which is not the best time to be given this information. So when I got this information, I tried to keep it down low a little bit so I didn't ruin everybody's Thanksgiving. The most important thing was my family, that they weren't so negative on this new information that I had got. I had broke it to my parents first, which was very difficult when I told them that I had this cancer in my arm that I had to take out, and it was hard on them. And unfortunately, I had to deliver that bad news. And so right away, what I had done is I had gone to Scripps and got the information that I needed and started researching everything about melanoma lymphoma. About melanoma. Actually, at the time, all I knew that I had was melanoma until I got into the Scripps system and I started going through the process of CT scans and MRI. CT scan with contrast, which lights up all the cancer elements, which are mostly sugar. So the contrast, what that does, it lights up the sugar that's in the tumors, so you can see where all the tumors are. And what had happened, from like I had said on my previous video, I had the tumor that was in my arm that they found, and then it went into under my armpit, which is where your lymph nodes are, which is part of your circulatory system, and it helps circulate the fluids in your arm. So what they did was they found these lymph nodes that had lit up full of cancer. So as they had done my arm and taken out the tumor out of my arm, we had found some tumors under my arm also. And at that time, while they were doing surgery, they were able to light those tumors, those lymph nodes that had tumors in them. So they removed 11 lymph nodes out of my armpit. So from there, we started immune therapy. Like I had said on my previous video, we started a drug called interferon, which made me very sick. I was going in, I was having the infusions at Scripps here in Carmel Mountain, which when I came home I would get very sick, and I was close by so family can come over and check on me, because most of the time I was on the floor in the bathroom. It was a very tough time with that drug. So what was going through my mind is like, how long do I have to go through this? And it was very tough for my own head to deal with this being sick, because I wanted to work very bad. I've been working for a long time. I started working when I was 12 years old, so I've been very independent, owning my own, trying to own my own businesses, and being a leader in the companies that I work for and in my community. So being set back like that was mentally very hard on me, because I'm always trying to help other people. I'm trying to be a leader in my job. And so I had to let them know that I wasn't able to go to work for a couple of weeks. And thank God that the ownership of the dealership that I was at allowed me to take those times off and didn't really care how long I was gone, which was great because I did have to take a lot of time off. After the interferon, I ended up having to go to, it wasn't working anymore, and the oncologist needed me to go to another facility. So I started to go to Angela's Cancer Clinic up in Long Beach, but that was too far away, and my brother came up with an idea, do some research down here and see what they've got down here. So that was the first thing that I started doing. In this whole process of having cancer, research is everything that is important to your healing, because it's not only to get rid of the cancer, to find the process to get rid of it and the correct medication to get rid of it, but it keeps you busy trying to figure out how can you help the doctor look for the right medication. And it sounds kind of crazy why you have to go out and check for the medication that you need to save your life, but you have to be your own activist, because doctors, sometimes they're practicing medicine and they don't always know the best medication that's right for you. So I did a lot of research, which kept me busy, because all I could think about is wanting to go back to work and doing my job and doing better for myself and not having to put so much stress on my wife. So, and it was very emotional for me. So I kept that going all the time. Every day I was on the computer looking what was the best for me, what would work out best for me. And so I ended up getting with UCSD here in San Diego with Dr. Gregory Daniels, which is very open-minded person, and they don't have the red tape like a lot of hospitals do around the US, I guess. And when I got there, the first thing he put me on was a study so I could start getting some medication that was not on the market yet, which to me was very important, because I didn't want to use something that wasn't working for everyone else. I wanted something that was going to work for me. And one thing that I kind of skipped over was that my initial doctor, don't ever listen to the doctors that say that you've only got 9 months left, because the first doctor that I went to said I had 9 months left. And obviously he was wrong. And that's one of the biggest negative things that we have, our doctors telling us that we only have 9 months or 10 months left, giving us a time when we're going to expire. It's up to us when we are going to expire, because it's how much do you want to give up. I never gave up. I didn't want to give up, because I have a lot of friends and family that I need to live for, and I have a lot of people that I personally need to help. I have a goal while I'm here on this planet to help other people, and maybe getting cancer is one of these goals, or one of these things that I'm going to try to help other people, because it's ridiculous having this disease, and then having the damn stroke on top of it doesn't help at all. This was on May 2nd, so I have a flaccid left arm, so I try to have fun with it, because it's a little extra something here that doesn't work all the time. And also with my brain, that's why I stutter a little bit, because I'm not all there, I don't think, because I have to think of what I'm going to say. Just even making these videos are a little bit difficult. So don't ever listen to a doctor what they say that you're going to live for a certain amount of time. It's not up to them of how long you live. It's up to you of how long you want to live. And by doing the research and doing these things that I'm asking you to do, gives you that time, and gives you that, not only the time but the knowledge, because if you don't have the knowledge, sometimes that's why you're scared, because you don't know. What you don't know is frightening. What you need to know is, is out there, out on the internet, or looking for something that possibly could help for you in your particular cancer, or if you have a stroke, what is going to work for you in your stroke. Like for me, I'm doing acupuncture, and they're doing this, the acupuncture in my head and on my arms and my legs. And on top of that, they're doing the E-stem, which is electric pulses that are going through my arm, which I feel that's been helping a little bit. Well, I'm able to lift up my arm a little bit more. So with the therapy and with the acupuncture is helped, and also getting the right insurance that will pay for the acupuncture. So I'm on Medicare with SCAN, which is the provider for Medicare, and they've been helping me pay for all this acupuncture rides to the acupuncture. And again, that's just part of the knowledge that you need to gain when you first get this disease, or you have a disease, or you get a stroke. Something that needs to take your mind off the problem and look for a solution, because that's what I'm always have been into, is stop thinking about the problems that you have, start thinking about the solution, because without a solution, that's where you start going downhill. And I felt that in the beginning. And after a couple of months, when I didn't feel I was getting better, I started getting very negative in my head, and I started having some not so good thoughts. So all I could think of is, what was I teaching my salespeople, of looking for a solution, and stop with the problems, because the problems are negative. Problems will never help you. Problems will never get you better. Problems will always keep you depressed. Problems are never going to get you in a positive attitude. But the success of a solution will always make you feel a little bit better, because when I got with UCSD and Dr. Daniels, he put me on the right path of where we need to go, and I researched all the drugs that I wanted to be on, like PD-1, Optivo. When I saw that and I saw the success rate on that, all I could do was talk to my oncologist about it, and he was very gung-ho about it. So we put me on the study, and I started getting better quickly. So when I started seeing that progress, my attitude changed, and I felt that I was going to get better, and that I was going to get rid of this cancer. And so that is one of the things I could tell you that I have learned from this stupid cancer thing, is forget about the cancer. Think about getting over the cancer. Think about wanting to be normal again. Think about the process of getting better and eating better, and looking at certain immune therapies that work for you. That's what I've chose, was immune therapy, which I believe is the best way, because it's using your own immune system to cure yourself, even though it does have some drawbacks. I had a tumor in my kidney, what's called IL-2, which I had to take, is the reason it turned me these colors. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm still here. I'm able to be with my family. So it was an emergency medication that got me well quickly. So that's one of the things I could tell you that that got me better quickly, was the immune therapy, was the IL-2, which is a drug back from 1991. It's been around for a very long time. It's not going to make you feel that great getting out of the hospital. It makes you feel like hell, I can tell you that. And when you're in there, you're kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because you kind of lose it. So, and you're monitored all the time. You're in ICU. So with this drug, it is a very good drug. Immune system, it brings you all the way down, and it brings your immune system back at a hyper speed. So your immune system starts killing everything in your body, but not your good cells. So that's the biggest thing about having immune therapy, is keeping your cells good and not killing off your cells. Your good cells. You need good cells to heal yourself. So I know I get a little bit excited about this, because I really want somebody else out there to watch this and know that there is help for you, and there is a way to get out of this damn thing, to feel better. And feeling better starts with you. And I'm going to be doing these videos. I'm going to be trying to do them three of them a week. And also, just to let you know, down below is in my description is a GoFundMe, just to help me out with my bills, and anybody else that I can help dealing with this nonsense. Again, my name is Eric Juarez, and I'm a survivor of melanoma lymphoma. Thank you. Be well.